good to go, it seems. So let me just make sure that I am indeed live on Twitch over here. So one notification just went off on Discord, which is, I mean, it's something. Okay, Twitch recognizes that I am indeed live. So let's go ahead and move forward with this. Welcome to the live review of the Fifine K658. And I have to say that I do like this microphone quite a lot, actually. It is a USB microphone, instead of it being a dynamic microphone. Banterberry is first. You made it. You did it. That was all you. You were indeed first. Then the Ultra Prank says, guess what? What? I've never been good at guessing. I've never been good at these games. No. Let's see. Your messages aren't showing up. Oh, okay. Now they are, actually. I'm with Fat Girl now. You were right. She was the ultra to my pranks and shares the love of JBL and Bose with me. So how do you like the mic? Well, firstly, congratulations on your new relationship. Considering that I know that dating is indeed a very difficult prospect, so I would like to congratulate you on that. And yeah, I really wish you two a very happy life together, and I hope that I get an invite to the wedding when that ends up happening as well. So thank you. And as for how do I like the mic, I absolutely love it. I think it sounds great. Like, how do you guys think it sounds? I can't hear it right now, actually, because I'm not doing audio monitoring or anything like that. I'm just speaking into it. So, what do you guys think about the sound of this microphone so far? I know that Ilbro was not towards this. I think it sounds great, okay. I bet it sounds even better on your JBL headphones, right? I can't tell if you're joking. No, yeah, I'm definitely joking. I know that you two are not together yet. It takes time to build upon a relationship, and you guys just started talking to each other, you know? What do you mean yet? Oh, you know, like it'll just eventually come. You two will be a very happy couple. I'm not gonna be with her. Like, what if she loses all of that weight? Would you reconsider? Because clearly she loves you. So why not spread the love, right? She left me alone finally. Oh, I see. I see. She's waiting for you now to make the first move. So, I have this giant package. Well, it's not really that big, but I do have this package that I have to ship out to the winner of the last Patreon giveaway. He won himself a hoodie, a Tech Summit hoodie, along with the Razer Siren Mini. So when it comes to Patreon giveaways, I'm always going to do merch giveaways along with the piece of tech, so that way it just feels like a bigger deal. So yeah, where's Hax at? He probably hasn't gotten the notification. Maybe he's busy. Who knows? Look behind you. I'm right there. No, you're not. I'm looking at my camera view, so I know that there's no one behind me. Oh, who was it? The winner was Mr. Joe Moss. He doesn't usually join in onto the streams, so if you don't know him, that's okay. But he is a tier 3 patron, and he ended up winning the random selection there. So tomorrow I have to drop this off, and hopefully he'll like it. He got to pick out the hoodie too, so like it was just all out there. It's gonna be his style. Well, let me actually move on to just chatting. Kind of wonder where Brown Dude, Machine, Sod, and the dude who asked you about the Catboy thing are at. How do you ship it? So firstly, to answer your first question, I know that Machine Servitor, and he actually changed his name, but he's currently dealing with school things. Saad, I'm not sure what Saad has been up to. He's probably just been really busy. Mr. Brown Dude, he comes in every now and then. Now, as for the guy with the Catboy thing, I think I banned him. I don't remember. How do you ship it? I ship it in a box, and it's usually through one of your typical American carriers. Nothing too special. I package it up. I buy a shipping label with the address that the winner gives me, and then I send it there. Simple as that. And you put a note saying from text on it. I should start doing that actually. And maybe like sign it or something. Well, not actually say love text on it, but like just saying, hey, like thank you for pledging. I look forward to having you around for longer and things like that. Probably even include a business card or something. Even though they would already know who I am. Banned him for what? He was pretty chill. Because if I recall correctly, it was because he was annoying quite a few people, and then like I also kind of started to think that he was actually a certain someone whose name shall not be spoken, but you know who. So like I also kind of had my suspicions that it would be stuff, but no, that wasn't the case. So why don't you like the Harmon curve again? I believe it was because of the high end. Like I just thought that it was a little bit too bright for my taste. Same with Bang and Olufsen. Okay, both packages are ready to go. Would you tune it down a bit then? I mean the microphone? Yeah. I would bring it down a couple of notches, I think. Because it is, I do think that the Harmon curve just kind of emphasizes the highs a little bit too much, and I think that we could certainly see less of that. At least I could. No, I mean the highs on the Harmon curve. Yeah, that's what I was answering. No, I saw his face. I don't think it's him. So my sensor button isn't exactly working properly. So, well, it is working just fine. It's just that I can't use it while using my USB microphone. Because this is, say it with me, a USB microphone. But this is a really, really nice microphone. And I really like it. It's nicely built. And when it comes to plosives, it's not the best. I will admit that much. And I feel like I should have brought that up in my review as well, because if you have this pretty close to your mouth, then you'll just see like a ton. Well, you will hear a ton of different like plosives coming from it. Like right now I do have it pretty close to my mouth, but I'm speaking to it while the microphone is kind of sideways from me. So yeah. Do you know what curve Bose follows? It sounds similar to JBL. I actually don't know. I don't know which one Bose follows, or if Bose even has their own to begin with. Would you keep it as your main microphone? Oh, this one? No. I wouldn't keep it as my main microphone because I've already gone above and beyond. But, like, let's say that I was on the market for a microphone. Like, this is the first microphone that I'm going to buy. And I'm willing to spend over $100 on it. I would probably get this microphone over any other one because it is a dynamic microphone that genuinely does sound very good. What is your main microphone called? It's called the Electro Voice RE27ND. So it's not the RE20. Contrary to a popular belief. So I actually shot that video, like that review, using this camera, and I think that the footage came out looking really good. But I'm working actually right now on the review for the Sony A6000. Which is, like, nowadays you can find this on eBay for, let's say, like $350 to $400, but this is an older camera, so I look forward to that review. That's also going to be the podcasting camera. One of them, at least. Remember the dude in the chat talking like Voldemort? He said, "Tech, do you care about PC and other things?" I don't remember that, actually. Do you like Vizio? I don't mind Vizio. I mean, like, when it comes to their TVs, I wouldn't mind buying a Vizio TV per se, but what I don't like about Vizio, actually, now that you mention it, is that I find that Vizio TVs tend to be pretty washed out when it comes to the colors. Insignia, which is a Best Buy brand, on the other hand, is not like that. What TV do you have in your room and the resolution? So I have a 43-inch Insignia TV. It's a 1080p TV. It's simple. It's a simple TV. And it is the ideal size for my room, I would say. So yeah. It's not a smart TV either, which is why I have an NVIDIA Shield connected to it. Hang on a sec. Da, 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 da. Oh, what about Roku then? Roku is fine too, but I actually don't really like Roku's interface personally. I much prefer like Android TV's interface. Apple TV also has a really nice interface. What is the NVIDIA Shield? The NVIDIA Shield is essentially just a streaming box, kind of like the Amazon Fire Stick and things like that. But it is like more so of a box, and it is meant for a variety of things. Like you can play emulators on that if you wanted to. Like it runs PSP games totally fine. You can run it as a Plex server. You can also just like stream your content on it. But it is a very fast Android TV box, which is why it's so highly regarded. Also, I sent you a TikTok that I believe is a clip from one of your videos. What? When did I appear on TikTok? I don't remember that. I'm gonna have to check that out. Did you go to work today? Yeah. I am in fact immediately after work I got on because I usually get off at around 7 and about half an hour to get back from work driving. And then after that I set everything up and barely make it on time for the stream, usually late. I don't think this is the one. I only see one TikTok that you sent me here, and it seems to be more Naruto related. Yeah, I'm definitely not in that. What's up, Hack Bricks? Thanks so much for stopping by. I'll second the Apple TV. Tech, you running a Plex server? No, I'm not running a Plex server actually, but I could if I really wanted to. And yes, Apple TV is really nice as well. Torture says, yo, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by the way. I feel like you work at a Hot Topic. No. I definitely don't work at a clothing store. I do shop at Hot Topic from time to time, and by time to time I really mean time to time. Oh, what's this? What's going on here? Oh my gosh, well, someone actually bought something from me on eBay. This is extra cash. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. God bless. God bless this person's soul. Thank you so much. I'm reading everyone's messages here, by the way, so I'll get to everyone eventually. Rose, thanks so much for stopping by. How's the microphone so far? I really like it. I think it sounds really good for a USB microphone. And I would say that this is a USB dynamic microphone done right when it comes to the sound quality. It could be better, but this is like at the top of my list when it comes to USB microphones at around that price range. Sent, okay, so I'm going to see when I show up on this TikTok. I'm not there. Hang on, maybe I just need to enlarge it. Maybe I just didn't see it. I'm watching it right now. No, this person just like zoomed in on a picture of a woman, of a lady. This has nothing to do with me. You lied to me, sir. You lied to me hard. Sent. That's a lie. I was going to say that we should share libraries on Plex. No, yeah. Unfortunately, I I don't run a Black server. I could, but I don't really do it. Maybe one day I'll set up something like that, but we will really have to see. Because right now, this full-time job is eating away at me. Will there be an RTX 3040? Highly unlikely. In fact, I'm gonna go on the limb and say no. I really don't think that we see anything like that. Desi Cook, thanks so much for stopping by. Says, hey, the man is live again. I love you, Tech Summit. Oh, thank you for sending your love my way. It is very much appreciated. Mwah. Mwah. So that's what kissing sounds like on this microphone. Oh, Brown Dude made it in. Hello, Brown Dude. Hello, my name is Brown, and we all know me and Tech Summit are about to get down. I never agreed to fight you. I never agreed to any boxing matches. But if you're willing to pay me to box you, Mr. Brown, then by all means. I think it sounds peaky. Do you? Peaky as in like you feel like the microphone is peaking? It is a little bit. So let me go ahead and lower that. Okay. I lowered it. Hopefully it sounds a little bit less peaky. The first part of the video. I'm going to have to take another look at this. Because I just don't see it. I mean, like, do I just appear for like a split second? Like, was I just a notification or something? Oh, I think so. Hang on a second. Okay, can you guys hear me again? I mean, I hope so. The hand scrolling. Oh, I mean, that was probably not me. It was pretty hard to tell. Maybe I'm just getting old. There is a possibility. What type of motherboard do you use? I actually use a motherboard from Gigabyte. I believe it is a B550 motherboard. It is a very reliable one, which is why I ended up going for it, and I actually like Gigabyte quite a lot as a brand. Are you so glad that Fifine uses USB-C? I am. I'm very happy that they hopped on the USB-C train here. It does make things easier. More workable, I suppose. You beg them for so long. Yeah, sometimes you just have to beg. Tech Summit. My last 2 periods are screwing me over. I school right now. Oh, in school? What, really? At this time? Jesus Christ. I mean, it's like 8:32 p.m. where I live. So nobody should be in school right now. Looks like your red table, though. What does? And first of all, it's not red, it's orange. In videos. John the Firecat just made it in. I forgot to tell you last time I was on, but I finally met a person more toxic than you when I stream. Really? And who is that? Tell me more about this person. Because I identify as toxic. As being incredibly toxic. You should build a custom keyboard. I'm still in the market for a kit so that I could build one. Because it would be interesting to know more about that. My man needs to be bigger because he gives some good stuff. Build a store. Well, who knows? Maybe one day I'll just own like a ma and pa shop, and then get scammed all the time. Micro USB is better. That is not true. Damn, Tuxedo is toxic now. Oh, I'm not in school right now. LOL. Just in general, they were screwing me over. Oh, okay. You made it seem like you were in school at this current time. I was concerned. I was kind of like, did he get detention or something? You're so toxic. I am very toxic, apparently. KDB fans is a good way to start. Okay, I'm actually gonna go ahead and search that up. Hopefully I can find it. KDB fans. Please don't show me fans, Amazon. Please show me the actual keyboard kit. And no, it's not really on Amazon. At least I don't think so. Haha. My name is Mickey. Haha. And I'm going to check. Where did that come from? Let's go ahead and check it out as not Mickey. I take that back. You screw me over more. What can I say? I'm just like Britney Spears. I'm toxic. You're such a different person off stream. Tech, you know what I think about that. Yeah, like I'm definitely a lot more sarcastic and like aggressive. I'm like off stream. Had to get flip-flops for the gym. Does Tech own a toxic pawn shop? I should own a toxic pawn shop. That would be great. And Mr. Brown Dude, can you do me a quick favor, actually? I hope you know what it is. Ultra Prank's already caught on to it. But you have to get flip-flops for the gym. Again, how does that work? They screw me over more than you do when you disagree with something that actually makes sense. Ugh. It's a website. Okay, yeah, I found it. Let's see what their new arrival is. It's the Momo Yume, GMK Momo Yume by KBD fans. Let me go ahead and click now. It looks a little bit too pink for me. Latin alphas, novelties, Peach alt alphas, spacebar, Thok artisan. So many options. I'll look into this though. Thank you, Mr. Torture. Is it called Hot Toxic? I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh damn, not this again. For the showers after working out. Oh, okay. I guess it makes sense. Personally, I would just go home all sweaty and shower at home, because there are some gyms where like you do basically go nude like in front of other guys. I would prefer to just shower at home. But I understand, like, if you wanna leave the gym feeling clean as well. GMMK Pro is good. Okay, I'll go ahead and actually take a look. I'll click on this. Keycaps. Fully assembled DIY kits. They have 20% keyboards. Would you look at that? Oh my goodness, these kits are pricey. It's like, so what are you looking for? Are you willing to invest on a keyboard that you have to build? It's like, New Apple event tomorrow, you should cover it. I can try to check it out. If the event is tomorrow, then it is most likely iPhone based. We're most likely going to be announcing the iPhone 13 or 12s. So we'll have to see. He's like, dude, he's here. Yes, I realize. Believe me, I realize that he is around. Also, any update on Ultra's Pepper Sprue saga? Yes, actually. He was telling me about how him and the girl were actually dating now, and they settled their differences. And I told him, hey, I mean, like, congratulations. I'm really glad that things went that way. And then Ultra Pranks was like, no, dude, I was joking. Like, how are you so stupid to actually like believe that? And I was like, oh, my bad. So then what ended up happening is that he confirmed that he was joking, and I was like, oh. And then he said that she actually stopped making contact with her. And no, that she stopped making contact with him. So I was like, oh, I see. So she's playing hard to get. That means she's waiting for you to make the first move, Mr. Ultra Pranks. And then he was pretty much like, yeah, I think so too. I think this is my chance, he said. No, I'm just joking. He just said that as a joke earlier, but he still hates her. Yeah, new iPhone, new headphones, new watch. You know the usual. Yep. We need a new watch every single year. Apparently so. So that's just going to keep going on. Now, I still have the iPhone 12. I look forward to seeing what it is that they're going to have now. me see. Okay, I'm back. Hi, man's got an iPhone. Yes, I've been on one for sometimes, but honestly, I kind of want to get the Pixel 6. I think it's about time that I go back to Pixel. Yeah, I have the 12 Pro Max, but I don't know if I'm going to update. Seems like it's been camera bumps these last few years. Yeah, basically. And it also depends just how many cameras you want. This might even be the portless iPhone that people have been talking about for so long. Not big on taking photos, however, it would maybe give me a couple new angles for my live streams. Sure, I mean, like if you want to use your phone for streaming, then yeah, like it could definitely be a pretty useful tool. Personally though, I think I would kind of rather use my phone to like be able to keep track of chat in case I need the entire monitor for something else. Bruh. I get it. I know that he's here. He like followed me 3 times. Torture says, I got the Samsung S21 Ultra. Sweet. I might be able to review that phone pretty soon, actually. Kind of late to the party, but yeah, I might be able to review it pretty soon. I just saw the username. I just saw it. All eyes on you now, huh? There we go, my clock just notifying me that I've been followed by the same person 3 times. I'm deaf getting the headphones. Oh, you're gonna get the new AirPods Max. If they have new ones, that is. Let's see. I mean, it kind of sucks that I won't be able to like cover it like right after it ends or anything like that, because I'm going to be working. But yeah, like I'll talk about it if you guys want that. Bose is releasing a new pair of headphones. Oh yeah? Is it gonna be the Bose 800s maybe? 900s? They might be upgrading. In terms of numbers. The all-in-one show. Welcome in. What camera are you using? So for streaming right here, this camera, I am using the Panasonic Lumix GX85. For YouTube, however, I kind of just went ahead and switched over to the Sony A7 Mark III. And I'm working on a review for the Sony A6000, which is actually going to be one of the podcast cameras. So yes, all of the money that you guys have been donating, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube, it does go a long way. And if you pledge to the Patreon, that also goes a long way, and it helps me make it easier to buy things like this, so that we can improve the production quality and also be able to buy more products to review. So with that said, I kind of just wanted to say thank you. Is that Lumix a Micro Four Thirds? Yes, it is a Micro Four Thirds. I do have a 12mm lens on it at the moment, but even then, it doesn't really feel that wide because it is a Micro Four Thirds lens, or sensor, I should say. So, regardless, you're just not getting the best out of it. And then here we have an APS-C. No, this is an APS-C camera, but I suppose, E-mount sensor, which are a little bit larger, the Micro Four Thirds, which will come from a lot of Sony cameras. And then you have a full frame camera over here, like the Sony A7 Mark III, for instance, and that do not have a crop factor at all. Look at the usernames. You see the usernames? Oh, that's totally fine. Like, do you know what this is? Oh, Ultra Pranks, like, do you know what this is? This is just a loser who is making a bunch of different accounts, following me on all of them, and wasting his time entirely. So that's what I think about this person, and that's just how it is. I'm normally not this blunt when I'm streaming, but that's just what you are coming across as. Sony fanboy. Well, yeah, sure, fair enough. Or are you going to review the Sony ZV-10? I would love to, actually. That would be so nice to be able to do, but it would be a tough one to get. Sony ZV-1? Like, wasn't it the ZV-1 or is that the ZV-10? I think the new one. Well, I think that the latest one is the ZV-1. Is that the one that you're referring to, or you're actually talking about the ZV-E10, which is an APS-C camera? I could review it, probably. Once I can save up enough money to buy it. Sure. I wish he would chill. I miss. Don't say that. Do not say that. Don't say that. Hack breaks. Hack breaks is breaking my heart when he says that. And the new one, it's the SE. The SE E10. Is that correct? Hang on. SE-E10. I just got redirected to a lens, actually. So I don't really think that that's quite it. I've never seen you this straightforward. I do tend to dance around certain topics, like certain things. I've been trying to avoid insulting this kid for a long time, because I don't like to instigate this kind of thing. But he's not giving up. So I'm going to have to be honest here. Pax, let's go to live with his Xbox. Stop it, you. No, you know what? Keep on going, I guess. And old i7 CPU. Aw, come on. It's ZV-E10. Okay. Sony ZV-E10. Alright, so thank you so much for that. And, oh yeah, I see it here. Yeah, this camera is also pretty recent, if I'm not mistaken. I like the flip-out screen on it. I think it looks pretty cool. Well, not that it looks pretty cool, but I think that it works well. Like, this is probably how the A6400 should have handled things. And then they moved the hot shoe mount actually more so towards the left. That's an interesting choice, I will say. I'm interested. I kind of really wanna give this a go. You'll have to give me some time though until I can buy it. But let me toss this in my cart at least. You can't even say tech can't get girls when you haven't hit puberty. I mean, he's also not really wrong. I can't believe that I'm defending him. But yeah, I know that I don't exactly have much to offer. I'm somewhat focused, no pun intended, on perhaps getting more lenses for this camera. Like I would really like a wide angle lens for this one, and a macro lens so that I can take shots from very up close. The standard lens is already pretty good, but when you start to zoom in, you start to lose quite a bit of power over what you can do with it. You think that this man pulls. What do you mean by that? Sorry, I'm just not much of a slangster. Ugh, this wire on the G558 is killing me. What? It's only one wire. I love this wire. This wire has stood the test of time for so long. I have some primes that I use working on. Ooh, okay. Anything full frame that you would suggest? Like, they don't have to be Sony lenses specifically. Definitely does not have to be that way. I'm fine going third party as long as it is a quality lens still. Who gets girls? I mean, I don't. But I also really don't think that he does either, considering the stuff that he's doing. If he has time to waste like this, then most certainly he's not onto anything productive. I think they're all full frame. Okay. Anything in particular, maybe, that you have in mind? Jazz Gaming, welcome in. What should I buy? Blue Snowball Ice or Hypercast Solo Cast? I think you mean the HyperX Solo Cast. Within that budget, I would absolutely purchase the Solo Cast instead of the Blue Snowball. The Blue Snowball is a decent microphone, but the Solo Cast is just objectively the better microphone. I mean, it's even got a mute switch. Like, it's just got features that allow you to take more advantage of it, and that allow you to do more things on the fly as well. And I also happen to think that the Solo Cast sounds better than the Snowball. So my suggestion is to go with the Solo Cast. Hackbrick says, I have a 14mm. That's nice for wide angle. They have a 12mm as well. Jesus Christ. I'm sure that that's to get a couple of millimeters shaved off. You probably have to pay for that difference. So let me see. Rokinon 14mm for Sony. Actually, no. You really don't have to. I mean, they do have like more expensive options, it seems. Oh, okay. So the one that I saw that was cheaper at 270 bucks is actually for the APS-C line of cameras, it seems. So for the full frame ones, uh, those are definitely more expensive. We're looking at, oh, Rokinon actually has a 14 millimeter that is full frame. Okay, interesting. Maybe I should have just looked third party this entire time. It would just help a lot when shooting different types of videos. I know that Rokinon is also a very reputable brand. So I would definitely trust a Rokinon piece of glass, as some might say. Are you wearing Yeezys? No. Yeezys are not the type of shoes I would wear. Not at all. Even if I could afford them. Are you seeing his shoes? Yeah, I mean, like right now, I'm just wearing my ghetto ass Crocs, and that's nothing to brag about. Rokinons are not bad. Okay, well, I'll definitely be considering them since their prices are a lot nicer than Sony's first party solution, since Sony likes to go a little bit ham with those prices. I saw his shoes when he left the room. Oh, then you definitely saw that I was wearing Crocs, not Yeezys, imagine. Yeah, I bought a 5 lens kit when COVID first hit. Fair enough. I should invest in something like that as well. Obviously, when I can afford it. Those are not Crocs, bro. These are Crocs. These definitely are Crocs. Believe me, I do not own a pair of Yeezys at all. Sony is overpriced, you mean? Honestly, I think that like a lot of people that are into photography and cinematography and don't mind spending that much money on the lens would probably slap me in the face for saying this, but yeah, like that's just, it's a lot of money to spend on a lens. A lens that is completely useless without the body itself. So I do kind of feel like Sony lenses can be pretty overpriced. Especially the full frame ones from what I saw. The APS-C ones don't seem to be that bad in terms of pricing though. So hey, who knows? Who knows? Things could probably move forward in the future. Bose is a little bit overpriced too, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I love them. They are more premium, I suppose you could say. Why did you go full frame over APS-C? Well, essentially, I thought that it was time to upgrade my camera. And I thought that the only true, like a worthy upgrade would be to go from APS-C to full frame. And I also wanted to be able to experiment with more of that. And plus, I would like to start taking maybe photography a little bit more seriously, which is why I ended up going this route. However, I've been shooting videos with this, and the quality of the videos is amazing. The only thing I don't like about this is just that the screen, it's not a flip out screen. It's like, that's as far as it goes. That's like the one thing. this Fifine microphone also sounds good. Oh, no, thank you. Yeah, this microphone is pretty awesome, I would say. Now, I looked at full frame, but I couldn't justify the cost for the marginal increase. I've noticed a difference when it comes to the focal lengths, because like the thing about full frame versus APS-C is that while APS-C can deliver on some pretty good I want to say depth of field, and like give you that nice blurry background, this full frame camera really does it. Like it does an incredible job at focusing on one thing and then ignoring everything else around it. Like it just kind of creates like the perfect blur. And that's actually the camera that I used to shoot my review of the Fifine K658. So when I looked at that footage, I was like, oh my goodness, like there's so much potential with this. I just need more lenses to really get the most out of it. So I wouldn't say that the differences are marginal, personally. That's why I go for JBL a bit more. They aren't overpriced, and I prefer the Harmony Curve a little bit more. That's totally fair, man. You do your thing. No one can stop you. Not even the almighty Tech Summit. He sure can't. Unless you're shooting dark and need wider shots. And that's another thing also. Like when it comes to low light performance, it's even better. Does it have a side cold shoe? It does not. The cold shoe is on top. But this camera allows for 2 SD cards on the side. Charges over USB-C, by the way. But it also does have a micro USB port. It's got an HDMI port. It's got a microphone jack and a headphone jack. Yeah, it's got it all. The battery life is pretty great on this one too, because the batteries for this camera are bigger. Like this is just so good. It's so good. You can get a monitor for the side. Yeah, I actually have one that Andesign sent me like quite a while ago, and I tried to hook it up to this camera and I wasn't getting a signal. But that monitor has 2 ports and I only tested one of them, so I'll give it another try. Tech with the TN panel. Tech, why is your monitor so expensive? Most 1440p 144 to 165 hertz are under $500. The answer for that is because of when I bought it. I bought this monitor back in 2016. Back when monitors that were 1440p and that ran at 144 hertz weren't cheap. They've gotten a lot more affordable probably since like 2019. I would say like that's when they really started getting a lot more affordable. But yeah, that is essentially why. Did you buy new or used? The camera is used. The lens is new. I had to buy them separately, unfortunately. But the camera is like in pristine condition. I wouldn't have believed you if you had told me that this thing is used, because I can't tell. 1440p is better bang for your buck than 4K or 1080p. Honestly, 4K is too much for a 27-inch screen. No, I disagree with that last statement. While 1440p is definitely the sweet spot in my opinion, I do understand the appeal of 4K because I have I have, for instance, a 4K TV in the attic, and that's what I use as like my PC monitor when I'm like writing scripts and stuff upstairs. Uh, so the 4K is noticeable and it does look nice. Even when it comes to games, it's pretty nice. And I've also seen 4K on a 27-inch monitor, and it does still look pretty good. So I wouldn't really, um, I wouldn't really just dismiss it. 4K is getting easier to run, thanks to deep learning, super sampling too. Like for instance, you can't even use deep learning super sampling on Final Fantasy 15 unless you have a 4K monitor and you're playing the game at 4K, which is kind of insane. Otherwise, you just can't use that feature at all in FF15. Now, I would like to go ahead actually and conclude my thoughts on this microphone. So, if you haven't watched my full review yet, I strongly implore you to do so because I think that it is a pretty cool review and I would very much appreciate it. Comments are always appreciated too. I always like to reply to as many people as possible. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this microphone. I think it's absolutely worth it. It's about $115 on Amazon. So, yeah. Yes, thank you, Ultra Pranks. Thank you so much for that. And I bring up Final Fantasy a lot because I love Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is a series of games, buddy pal. Now, with that said, thanks to all of you for jumping onto tonight's live stream, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I think the next time I stream is on Friday, so I'll see you again on Friday. Have a wonderful night, everyone, and later.